What's up, my name's Chris and I bought this LG PuriCare 50 pint dehumidifier. I want to keep my shop around 45% humidity, and that's going to be impossible to do in the summer in the Atlanta area. Alright, so let me go ahead and get this thing out of the box and get it set up in the room where it's going to go, and then we'll catch up after that. The weight is around 45 pounds, so it's not that bad, but you may want to get somebody to help you. I'll just place it right here. So let me get it out of the box. First thing I noticed, which is pretty cool, it rolls. So that's kind of nice. So let me get this stuff off of here. So here's the front, turn it on the side, and the water bucket here. You grab here, pull out, and lift up from the bottom. You can take the top off, pour the water out, put the top back on, just like that. Now inside the water container, bucket, there's an adapter here. There is the option to not have to use the water bucket, but to set up a water hose so that you can continuously drain and not have to worry about emptying the bucket. So it has this adapter here. So you put this in here, and then you can thread your water hose onto the end of here. Right above that is the air filter. This is the air filter here. And it can be cleaned out. It says to clean it out once a week, I think. What's that in the instructions? So let's turn it on and see if we can get it going. I just briefly read the instructions, and this thing is a continuously running unit. It'll run 23 hours and then cut off automatically and go into safety standby for 1 hour. So let's turn it on. Fan speed, high or low. I don't think I need it on high. That's the current setting. So it's apparently just reading 55% right now. We actually have a humidity sensor here in the room showing 54%, so close enough for me. So I'm going to go ahead and change the setting 45 and see what that does. Alright, just an update. I think the last time I talked to you was what, almost 9 o'clock p.m. It's 10 o'clock p.m. now. It's been just over an hour and it's already at 45%. So I mean, you only had to bring it down 10%, so that's not that much, but you know, that's not too bad. I'm gonna go get my humidity sensor and see what it's at. So it's saying 42. It was 43 when I picked it up. So as I walked over here, it turned to 42. So you know, there may be a 2 to 3 degree difference from this side of the room to the other side of the room. I don't know. Here in the basement, you can see it's 56%. So what I've done is I've opened the basement door, I turned the fan on high, and I want to see how it does about getting the humidity in this basement part, or the garage part, I guess, the non-climate controlled part, getting the humidity down. So we'll see what it does. I'll check back with you. It is 8:49 right now in the morning. And just a side note, I thought I'd better look in the water bucket and see if it has anything in it. Look at this. This is from running for 6 hours. The water levels, here's the bottom. The water level's here. I don't know if you can see that through the camera screen. That is crazy that came out of the air. So I'm going to go ahead and dump this out and then put it back in empty. And then, just like I said, we'll come back and check what this humidity is in the garage later on. Alright, I've had the door to the basement open a couple hours, and you can see it's down to 51 degrees in here. 51% humidity, sorry. So it's going to take a couple hours to get down 4%. I mean, this is kind of a big space, so it's understandable that that's not going to go as fast as in that room. But at least I know I can somewhat control the humidity in here, so 2 hours, 4%, it's not that bad, I guess, considering how big this space is. And it's not air conditioned in this space, so I guess I kind of know what to expect. Alright, well, it's the next day and I am in the basement room. Got a couple of humidity or hygrometers, I guess is what they are. And they both say about 42, 43%. It's set to 50 and it's reading about 50. So the humidity is somewhere between 43 and 50%, which is right about where I want it to be. I bumped it up to 50 because when I had it set to 45, this was showing 39. And I wasn't sure if that was correct or if these are correct. So that's why I had these two next to each other. They're both reading about the same, so I tend to trust these more. But one of those will end up going into the basement or the garage area. But it's been running. It rained all day yesterday, and I had a half a tank up to here. This thing is not going to have any trouble keeping this area, this whole room, humidity controlled. I feel good about storing wood and stuff like that I've got planned on doing in here and not having any issues with humidity. So I couldn't really finish a complete test in the garage because I have a family of 6, so it's hard to keep those garage doors closed all day long. You did see the test though, 2 hours got it down 4%. So I guess another 2 hours, I probably would have been closer to where I needed to be. It does have a water hose feature like I talked about, so I'm probably going to end up doing that because when I go on vacation or if I'm not home, I need a way for that thing to drain and this thing not get full up and having to have somebody else come house it for us just to empty our dehumidifier. So anyway, I'm going to do a follow-up video of this one later on where I do maybe a better test inside the garage and maybe show the water hose hookup. So, and just to check in and see how it's doing after a few months of operation. So check back.